Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. We're going very low setup today.
What you see is what you get.
And no Sunny, sadly. We had to shut the door. We just don't have the space for him up here in the cramped library.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that wished me health or wished me well, especially Violet. You know, you're like my mother hen. Stop it.
Oh.
No, I really do care, but I am reasonably back to normal, so.
Can you tell? So,
Yes.
But we decided not to push the
Hi,
envelope.
Gina.
Gina, good to see you. So we decided not to push the envelope.
Aw, thank you, Raj. Sorry.
It's all right. We decided not to push the envelope and do it downstairs and lug everything down. We're just doing it up here tonight. Shouldn't be a problem. It's funny because I got to stop looking at my screen here because it's not timed with yours. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
So, if you watch that one, you won't see the gesture I make for a minute or two.
Well, at any rate, I've got, just to let people know who want oracle cards, because I've gone a little bit light today, I do have with me here the Liminal Forest Oracle and also the Everyday Witch's Familiar Oracle. So I have those two to choose from. And for the collective today, I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch's Familiar. All right.
And
This Mercury retrograde just won't stop. You know, we're expecting some heavy rainfall tonight
Thank you,
and tomorrow.
And I have the English Magic Tarot, the Tarot, the Animal Lords,
Uh-huh.
and the Olympus Tarot. And I think we're going to just let that guy go away for now. There we go.
And for some reason, all I did was chair yoga today.
Too bright?
Oh,
You're too bright? Yeah, it's that light over there.
doggone it. I can't go get it. You've made me wash out, Mr. O. Thank you. So
That means you're no longer a dishwater blonde?
at any rate, I was trying to say,
Yeah, I have a light on over there that sort of lights up the big old moon face. Here, there we go. Look, I'm getting it too.
well, at any rate, as I was saying and trying to say, I hurt today too. I have a finger that went bad on me. It's on the same hand I had that mysterious bruise last week, and I don't know what I could have done. It's just really sore, but keeping it in the glove is stabilizing it, so I feel fine.
So let's get going then.
The Mercury retrograde continues. All right. Let me get this to Mr. O to pick one for us at random. Okay.
It's all right, right?
It's a bear.
It's a big bear.
It's a big bear.
It's the Four of
Earth.
Earth.
All right.
Oh, I like that. Bear, it says.
Is this where it's at? No. All right. Keeping going. There it is. Bear. All right. The divination.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll check that out, Mr. Maurice.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh,
we
my
didn't
goodness.
see them.
All right. The divination. Well, thank you.
Thank you, of course.
I do want to say. This card, might be because of the way we've got this set up, we're not sure. This card is a not so subtle hint that it is time for you to slow down and focus on what is important for your physical survival and well-being. Oh, wow. Is your home a safe place? Do you feel that you are getting everything you need to get through the days, weeks, and months ahead? If not, what can you do to change that? It's time for a break, time to pull back from the world and from too many activities or too much commotion. Sleep more if you can, or at least rest and be quiet. You need space to curl up and regenerate. The bear tells you it will watch over you while you do. Well, that's very comforting, and it just seems so needed for us over here. So we need to tend to our physical well-being. And as for our house being a safe place, geez, there are some areas that just have a little bit too much stuff to navigate around. For example, if you can't get around, like Mr. O. But somehow we managed and pulled everything together. And this is a sign for all of you to take care of yourselves. Take a little time. Things have been crazy. Things have been very nerve-wracking, politically and otherwise. There's been a lot of stress. So take some time for yourself to regenerate, refresh, relax. Did I miss any R there?
No, you didn't. And I'm just going to go into the Goldilocks story and say those bears didn't really mean to harm her, of course. It was just all about finding the right, the Goldilocks moment, just right. But I wanted to say, Mr. Maurice, that we did in fact receive 2 donations from you for the same amount. So if you need to retract one, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that, or we'll figure that out. I'm not sure why they didn't show up on the screen, but if I do find out, I'll mention it to you.
And thank you again.
Thank you, of course.
Appreciate it. Much appreciated. All right, that's what we have for the collective. Just
right.
a time, and with Mercury retrograde stress, whatever.
That's why it happened, Mr. Maurice.
Oh
Mercury
my
retrograde.
gosh, yes. I'm partially off camera, Mr. O. Is there a way to fix that a little, or no? Are
Move
we at
closer
our...
to me.
Oh, maybe I could, but this chair's hard
Here,
to...
I can do this. Just stay where you're.
Okay.
Don't move
I'm
your
not
pretty
moving.
little bod.
Oh. That's fine. Right there. You can move closer to me if you have to.
I'm close enough.
Okay. All right, so that's what we have for the collective. Let's move on to the readings.
All right, so who's up first?
I think it's V.
V.
And there's a question here. I finally started dating a Sagittarius man now that I'm dating my ex-Leo. Now that I'm dating my ex-Leo started watching my Instagram spying. Why is my ex-Leo watching my Instagram? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Gee, V.
You have the drama sometimes. So
No, I mean, this Leo, he's a piece of work, all right.
I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot. In a way, I kind of like this setup. I kind of like not having to switch cameras around, It gives us a little
Could we do that
closer view.
downstairs?
We could do something like this downstairs. We could, absolutely.
Sonny wouldn't be as much in the picture when he's around, unless you
Oh, I'm sure he'd
move
find
it
a way.
to take
I'm
a
sure
Sonny
he'd find a way.
cam.
Well, what I could do would be set it up so that the Sunny cam is mostly inactive, and then when he's nearby, grab it. Like, okay, I got you. Follow him around.
Okay, that might be.
Freak out.
All right, I guess I'll get the Lenormand
So
going
V
here.
wants to know, why is the ex-Leo looking at the Instagram, possibly spying? Card 1. 7 of coins, that's the 7 of pentacles.
Oh,
It's upright.
right.
Card 2 is also upright. It's the 5 of cups. Oh, and it's upright. 5 of cups.
Yeah.
And then, oh boy, this tells a story perhaps. Also upright, the Fool.
Well, I'm not sure about that one, but maybe. I'll let you go first, but get a load of this.
So it is the reindeer man himself,
The gentleman.
the gentleman, and the bear.
A bear. Doesn't quite mean the same thing as that oracle card. Let me just say that from the get-go. Although it can, in a way, in a
If you
health
tap this
reading
too
it
much,
could.
the tiles will fall down.
I will try not to. I will try not to. Okay, so if I point here, I am pointing at the first card you
Yes.
drew,
Mhm.
which was the
Seven of
Pentacles.
Pentacles. Coins.
Yeah, you know what? When he said that card came up, I was thinking to myself, he's watching you, all right? He wants to know what you're up to. He wants to know, well, one way or another, I would say, V, whether he has a chance of coming back, whether this relationship, if he's been kind of burdened by you or feels that way, then he could just be checking up to see if the relationship you're in with the Sagittarian, I assume that maybe the Sagittarian and you are communicating on Instagram, or you might be saying things, he's checking on you to see what you're doing, with who, and what his chances are in this situation to either leave or stay.
And V, this is almost like serious stalking here, because not only do I agree with what Banshee said, but I think the Seven of Coins itself sort of denotes like a pause, like we're waiting here and we're not really moving ahead. Why are we paused? We're just sort of machinating over what we're looking at.
Checking it out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that Five of Cups, I wanted to say Cups. The Five of Cups, it's indicating he's disappointed with things right now, with conditions as they are in his life or in maybe a relationship, which is another reason he's trying to figure out maybe what's going on with you.
There's a sense of regret, like he feels like he's lost something, or he's wondering if he's lost something. So it sort of ties into this narrative of, being overly concerned about your doings. And finally, the Fool.
Yeah, go ahead. You got something to say about that?
Well, the Fool could be suggesting that he feels he has a chance. He feels that there may be some unexpected luck that maybe would change things. It doesn't necessarily say what his agenda really is here, but it's like it's sort of like he's feeling like something, or maybe he's planning to unexpectedly encounter you somehow or something. It's just sort of an element of surprise. It may mean that, to some degree, his thoughts are not really standing on firm ground either.
Well, with whatever we're saying here, I do have to say, V, that none of these cards are inherently negative cards.
True.
So let me just say that. But that being said, when I look at the Fool in this situation, I think this is somebody who might be interested in taking a risk or chance. So maybe he's scoping out what's going on, and, how to turn this around, how to turn this disappointment, into an advantage. And I think here he's willing to do some risky maneuvering in order to do so. Now, saying that, I don't want you to be worried, because I see nothing here that's dangerous. But I will say that he is a Leo. He is an athlete, right? He's very full of himself. He has an ego. When I see the bear and I'm going to go there.
The gentleman.
And the gentleman together there, I think this is somebody who feels they wield a lot of power and authority. And so maybe they're tracking you, if you don't mind my expression, like a bear would track, maybe something, or a hunter would track a bear. And he wants to see what you're up to. He wants to have that power over you to keep track of you.
Banshee, Banshee, Banshee. You had me at bear. I think that is a key element here, the idea that he feels he holds the power, he feels he is strong enough, confident enough to want to enact towards his will. He may be actually totally wrong, unless, of course, there's still some possible room there, because you've only just started dating. You like fire signs, don't you?
She is a fire sign, is she not?
I don't remember, but I know that there was somebody else that was a fire sign. Was it an Aries, or was it?
Well, it's Aries, the Aries. Oh,
anyway,
I see.
Anyway, I sort of feel like it doesn't promote danger, but it's clear he's interested in what's going on with you. He may actually be moving towards making some kind of move
or maneuver. Maybe he wants to start over. I mean, the Fool is about,
that's true,
a new adventure. Or maybe he's checking things out to see if you're going to be okay, and he's going to move on. I mean, the Fool could be about that too, something new starting. But I almost have a sense with what I'm seeing here is, he's wondering what his chances are, in relation to maybe the Sagittarius, or what's going on with in your life right now.
So that's what we have.
So rest assured, it's nothing scary.
It just confirms probably what you're feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know it. I mean, you know he's doing that, so.
It's your turn with these.
All right.
Okay, so now we're on Libra, and Libra wants a general read.
Okay.
Okay. This one. So I have the new one that I've got, the Tarot de Hearts, and then I have the Raven's Dream Tarot by M.J. Cullinane, and the Unfolding Path Tarot. We have to dial it down a little bit here because of space. I like being downstairs where I have my whole bunch of stuff.
Well, I guess Mercury retrograde's getting everybody to reveal the fact that we're all spying on our boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just teasing. Of course, it's all good. Hey, you know, humans are curious critters.
Well,
If it harms no one, do what you will. But, you know, don't be a pest. Don't be mean like I am.
it's just been one crazy thing after another here, I have to say. I'm hoping it's over.
I hear
But
it,
maybe
Violet.
it hit us
I hear
early.
it. I hear it. Violet, come and get me.
Violet, I'm not responsible for his behavior tonight.
See what happens when I
I've
feel
been-
better?
All right. So, a general reading for Libra. Hey, well, I like this card. You start out with the Hierophant. The Hierophant's upright. But you have the King of Cups reversed. You have two kings. Wow. You have the King of Wands upright. How interesting.
I like this one.
I know. I like them all. I just love this deck.
Classy looking dude.
Such an awesome deck.
All right, so in Lenormand, it's the home.
His normal, abnormal self again, Violet. All right.
Just call me Abby Normal. And the tree. Well, every home should have a tree
Oh, it's
nearby.
a home and a tree. That is very
Yeah.
comforting. So I wonder if this is a family matter of sorts. I'm not sure here, Libra, but I'm going to start with that thought in mind because when I saw the Hierophant upright, I felt that this might have to do with, there's a lot of order, there's a lot of structure that needs to be done. Maybe there's going to be some work being done around the home, or, this is a time of year where people like to purge stuff, get rid of stuff, clear out the clutter. Boy, do we need to do that. So, yes. I'm all in on that project. But the thing is, the Hierophant is about order, structure, procedures, etc. And when I saw that King of Cups come up right next to it, reversed, I thought to myself, oh, somebody's not happy about, whatever's trying to be accomplished or done here, or wants to rebel against the status quo. This could even be kids in the family who are doing their own little rebellion. Hey, it's still summer. I don't know if you have school-age children still, Libra, but if you do, there's this idea that there could be some, shenanigans going on here, and you may have to lay the law down a little bit sternly, but that's okay. The Hierophant is here to set boundaries. So boundaries need to be set. So if something is disrupting the apple cart in your home right now, you need to set firm boundaries and remind people of the rules, whether it's children or whether it's adults. I'll stop with those two cards.
Well, Libra, I'm actually going to go a different way. I do think that it maybe is connected to something around your home, because, of course, we do have the home in the Lenormand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at the Hierophant, and a lot of times the Hierophant kind of is a proxy for marriage in certain ways, or the prospect of marriage, or the condition of a married life. And I don't remember exactly if you are married or you have a significant person living with you. I think you've mentioned him as a husband. So I sort of feel like maybe this could be around that idea there. The King of Cups reversed, maybe there's a little bit going on right now that puts you at odds in the unit. It's not necessarily your spouse, but maybe there's things going on that make the state of marriage or the state of the home a little bit emotionally wobbly. Mostly what this is saying is that maybe you or somebody really just needs to show your confidence here in sorting through issues that may be going on. If this is really about, firming up the rules of the situation, then this is your ally. Maybe this is maybe you saying, okay, we have to work together on this. We have to be brave and work together. We have to show our best points. So I'm wondering if it's something about that, perhaps. Nothing really dramatic. It just seems like it's just questions about that going on now.
Well, I was going to say about that King of Wands that I feel here it ties into the scenario that I gave by saying, don't be afraid to administer some tough love. Be courageous. Don't let people wear you down. Whether it's kids, whether it's other family, they may be trying to coerce you or get you to loosen things up a bit. But, you've got to kind of toe the line here, whatever's going on. You got to get them to toe the line. And, sometimes it makes you look like the bad guy. But really here, I think the whole situation is frustrating you more than anybody else. Because you have rules, you want people to follow them. And, and there, right there, it's making you feel really blue. But I think that King of Wands is saying, you have what it takes to really get this under control.
A lot of this does seem to be about, defining the boundaries of a situation, whether it's a life together with people, structure. The Hierophant stands for structure or the absence of structure. So I'm looking now at the home and the tree and saying, well, the tree is the most natural organic structure in a way. It supports so much other life. It supports animals that live in it. It supports us by the fruits it may bear. So I'm wondering if this is really about, sort of getting things more together, getting some certain lines of communication, regions of cooperation more formal in your family situation, in your unit. It's looking good, though, is what it seems.
Well, it's interesting because, where the house can be about the home, the tree can be about family. So it kind of reinforces the idea that family is involved here. Family in the home is the issue. So I think whatever's coming is involved with that. And when you think about a tree, the tree is so stable and strong. You have to provide that stability and that structure and make sure everybody is all in on it, because it seems like that's what's needed right now. I don't see, again, anything really major upheaval here. Just, that you're going to have to lay the law down and, over a situation that maybe is testing you. Testing you emotionally, and maybe somebody just wants to see what they can get away with.
And we can never not emphasize enough that Mercury retrograde is throwing its own particular slant into this, because we need to communicate with each other or make sure messages are received, and some of this is going to be tweaky.
So the tree and the home, you are providing the stability for the home environment here, and that's what you got to do. So that's what we have for you.
All right, Libra.
Good luck with that. Right. I like that reading. It was interesting.
And I believe it's Mr. Maurice.
Yes. What do the cards see for me in my finances in general for the next 7 weeks?
Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Animal Lords for your question.
Ooh. Well.
Thank you for your donation again, Mr. Maurice.
It's weird. I think I'm not going to keep my tiles up here. They seem to be sticking together. Wow, this is real interesting, Mr. All right.
Okay, well, I'm going to flip. Okay. The first card is the reverse King of Pentacles. The next card is the upright Eight of Wands. And then finally, another court card, it's the upright Knight of Swords. And I kind of like that, the fox or the wolf with the sword in his hand. All right, and then we have fish. Whoops, fish are getting away from me.
They're swimming.
And the tower. It's the Lenormand tower, so it's
Yeah.
not the Tarot tower.
Right.
So I think there's a couple of mixed messages here, possibly, but some things do really seem to coincide.
I think it's more positive than not, really.
Yes.
You have the King of Pentacles reversed, it's true. So you just have to, get things in order. Make sure all your finances are in order. Maybe try to put some more away. Be more responsible with your financial affairs in these next 7 weeks. It could pay off for you. I think here you don't have to worry about losing money so much. Yeah, I wonder about the king, but things might come up that maybe you weren't prepared for. I will say that. And so it could throw your world into a little bit of chaos, which is the king there. Chaos. And other than that, really going forward with this
That's the Eight of Wands.
the Eight of Wands here. Okay, I should have really combined these two because it's just saying put your energy in. Focus on your finances right now and what you want to accomplish. Like, for example, if you really are looking now for a promotion or an increase in pay or something, start working towards that and apply for things as they come up. Whatever the case may be, put your energy and focus on your financial area. And I think here you'll make sound decisions, you'll make sound moves. That's the Knight of Swords. I think here too that this is also saying something is going to move swiftly towards you. And maybe you're going to have to make a decision about money in these next 7 weeks. I'm wondering about that. And it's basically because of the Lenormand below, which I'll get to after Mr. O.
Okay, so technically it seems like the reversed King of Pentacles is probably the only card that maybe has a dubious quality. The other things really look good. And so when I look...
Oh, I was doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, when I look at that, I'm wondering, I know in the past you've mentioned working with a financial advisor, and that was mostly to work on debt issues you were clearing up. But I don't know if you're also working with people on stocks or investments, and I'm just wondering if this suggests that maybe if there is somebody there, you're probably considering or should consider changing to somebody different, that maybe you're finding somebody you trusted to do that isn't just really hitting the mark for you, perhaps. I agree with Banshee. These next two cards sort of seem like they could combine the energies there, and I feel like something is going to give you an opportunity to aggressively move on something. Maybe it is about choosing a new person to help you with investments or in general organization. That's what I kind of think. Okay. Well, I'm just wondering if maybe there's another role for them, or if maybe this is an additional person that you may be seeking the help of, because it just feels like maybe you want to do a review or you want to change something there, but at some point it feels like you want to aggressively move into a new direction, and I do believe this would be about, pursuing something different with your finances. Hi, Kara. I see you there. So I think those are good things.
Well, at any rate,
Okay.
I'm looking at the King of Pentacles more towards you, Mr. M, and just thinking to myself, this is a time you shouldn't drop the ball in your financial area. Maybe, like you say
That's
here,
true, too.
that they did a great job, everything is settled, everything is fine, But don't get lazy. Don't drop your guard on it, and keep your focus there. I think for some reason the Eight of Wands is making me think that, you need to focus the energy you have on that area still in some way. And I'm not saying you have to work 50 hours a week or whatever that is, but, maybe you're thinking of stepping up, and looking for something else. I think the Knight is saying here something may come to you that you'll have to make a decision about money and what you're going to do. Whether, like he said, it's an investment or something else, a new job, a possible job. Maybe there's going to be something outside your company you might be interested in, and it might be risky. You're thinking about what you want to do. It's a definite decision or choice that may have to be made over something coming towards you.
Well, the Eight of Wands really has that idea about moving towards a target. And so the idea really is about saying, I know what my target is. I know I want to focus there. And of course, then you have the energy of that Knight of Swords, which is really strong too. Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. So I feel like some opportunity is going to present itself. Maybe it is somebody different to help you with finances, or maybe it's a different goal that just advances what you're trying to do, the prosperity.
Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. God. Oh, I didn't forget. Well, as you know, the Eight of Swords or Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are also about communications. And so messages could be coming. That's why I say I think something is coming towards you that will, be a message or communication you're going to want to act fast on. And let's take a look at the Lenormand. And that's looking really rosy.
Yeah,
to me, that looks like money coming from some type of institution. Whether it's your workplace, whether it's another workplace, whether it's a bank or, some settlement of some sort, money is coming to you from some institution. I would say during this 7-week period.
Okay, good. I like that clarification. I really appreciate the feedback. And see, once the Lenormand were laid out, that's when I thought this might be about, finding something new to invest in, whether it's actual traditional investments or maybe it's just some other activity that as an investment you put in your time into it, your energy into it, there's something. So maybe it's, taking on some little woodworking projects, for people, redeveloping that business again, or it's something like that. Or it's stocks again. It's just some opportunity that really seizes you.
It's pretty darn good, I think overall, really. So good luck with that. Just don't take your eye off of it. Keep up with things. And any opportunities that look pretty lucrative, I think you could trust them. Again, though, I say that with a little bit of a grain of salt because Mercury's retrograde right now.
It's true.
And it hasn't been kind to us.
And,
right.
It's not my place to say this, but the economy is just not really something I think we can really address in a certain way, because it just seems like if you listen to this poll, it says this. If you listen to that poll, it says that. I think people have to just mostly do common sense things.
It's the Pure Leaf sweet tea. I love it. I do. Mr. O actually bought me some when he went to go and get some Advil for himself. That was
on Saturday's mission to see if I could walk, and I actually did, but then I didn't want to walk again for 2 days.
Yeah, he had a real bad day Sunday, and then after that, gradual improvement started to happen.
To turn the corner.
Yeah. So,
Mr. Maurice likes that too.
I love that tea. I like the lemon one a lot. I could even drink it without the sugar. I do like their tea. It's just full-bodied. It's really good. Yeah. So, I guess I gave them a advertisement here.
I like the Arizona tea, mostly because it stays 99 cents.
Mr. O, the frugal. Except when it comes to eating out.
Eating out. Barbie dolls.
All right. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Thanks
Wish you
again.
luck, and thanks again. Appreciate the donation. Thank you. All right, who are we on? What are we on? Where are we on?
It is still 99 cents. I read an article Forbes or somewhere where they were saying I think it's like a son and father team that do it, and they were saying like, no, they want to really, you're welcome, they want to really, keep that price. They want to remain economical.
Well, that's great. I think their tea is just a little too sweet for me, that's all. How'd that pop up?
I don't know.
Did I do it?
You might have.
Did I go like this and make it happen? Oh, look,
See?
I did. Okay. Well, at any rate, we got Raj's question. Rajaswari. Hi, Rajaswari. And, okay, so your mom named Kamala, she is suffering from a lot of arthritis. Her health is not recovering I see you there, for 8 years. Can I be able to get a health reading of my mom? Okay. And your dad passed away.
Sorry
that
about your
is
father.
rough. That is rough on somebody's health. And, it's too bad. I can feel her pain. I have a lot of arthritis myself, so I get that. All right. Let's use the...
And just a reminder, of course, we're here giving readings, and as Violet and we have mentioned before, we're not, medical, legal, etc. experts. We're just here to kind of help you think about things and give you a little bit of a good word.
Hopefully the tarot will give you some advice. But always consult doctors and healthcare practitioners. We don't give cures here. I wish I had one for me.
No, I know you know that, Raj. I'm not lecturing. Entertainment reading, yeah, sure. Well, legally we have to say that. We have to say entertainment purposes only. I'm curious about what Kara is saying about the Arizona coconut. That sounds yummy. I'll have to look for that one. Okay, Raj.
Oh, okay. He'll have to look for that one. We'll see if we have it here. Aw, this is very nice. But I can sort of see why that's here. That's the Six of Cups upright. We have another six. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is reversed. And then the Two of Wands is upright.
Pretty, very pretty colors. In Lenormand, our first one is the stork,
That's interesting.
which is hopefully nice.
It's kind of odd considering the Six of Swords, but okay.
Maybe they'll
Let's
just stand
figure
up
it
there.
out. And what else?
It didn't. The bouquet
Okay.
is the following one. Let's see if I can get those up there.
So it's the bouquet and
The
the
stork.
stork. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that things will change for the better, but it may still be a little bit of time to get there, Rajaswari. We have the, is that the Six of Cups?
This is your first card.
Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, the Six of Cups, you have to point here, though, for it.
This is the Six of Cups. We
Yeah.
start from there.
Oh.
Never mind.
Never mind, I've got it. That's the Six of Cups.
You're dyslexic,
Which is what I thought it
Banshee.
was. This
You're
makes me
dyslexic.
crazy, this camera view. But at any rate, the Six of Cups is basically saying your mom has a lot of good memories. Maybe this is a time to focus in on happier times with your mom. She's probably reminiscing a lot about her dad who has passed, right? And I assume they were married, right? So this is a time for recollection. This is a time to bring up happy times, memories. Look at old photographs, and not so much to live in the past, but to have good feelings about what was there, and that in that respect, then the dad, if she's missing him, the dad is still present in some way. And the Six of Swords reversed is kind of a little bit of a worry, because what it's saying to me is things aren't moving to a better place yet. It seems as though things are going to be kind of the way they are. I don't see any, how should I say this? I don't see any worsening of anything, but I do feel like there's kind of a stagnation right now. And it's possible here, I'd just say that maybe your mother is undergoing a little bit of depression and, she's unwilling to make some changes or move herself into better conditions right now. Sometimes we have to just be in the right mindset to do that. So for family to get together, reminisce on old memories and stuff like that, it might be very healthy right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is a good thing there. Mr. Maurice asked about whether these cards had a Halloween orientation. We'll get to that in a minute, because that's a good call in a way, because that one card does sort of have that kind of imagery there. But I agree with Banshee. I think that the Six of Cups is saying this is a time for you to listen to your mom and for your mom to listen to you, that there's sort of like an exchange going on right now. And it may be, not always perfectly comfortable, but it's necessary. It's an exchange of feelings and comfort and relating to each other on a deeper level than maybe you've done in a while. So there's nothing wrong with that.
I feel as though she might, when I look at these cards together too, I do want to make it clear that we got to make sure she's not getting stuck in the past. That thought has occurred to me. Maybe it's easier sometimes to just dwell on the happy times that were and not move forward with what needs to be done to better her conditions. And I think the Two of Wands here is indicating to me that, there can be some success and growth, but I think she has to start thinking about looking towards the present now, looking at her present circumstances more than the past. This is all healthy up to a point. It's all healthy, but I think there's a call now to start living more in the present and dealing with where things should go from here. What does she need to make her life more comfortable? For example, if she's living alone in a big house or something that she can't take care of on her own, should she consider moving and making life easier for herself with her condition?
Well, I'm not too concerned that maybe, she's drawn to something that's holding her back in the past.
Yeah,
I'm not too drawn about that, because I do feel like maybe there's an idea that there's a project or a goal she needs to find here. This is like work. She needs to have something that occupies her in a way.
That's a good point, too.
And so it may be in looking at what is still around there. It may not be, but it's not bad for her to say, okay, what is it you need to tighten up now, What is it you need to take care of? When somebody does pass away in a relationship, a lot of times there are those concerns about what are we going to do with their belongings? Who can we move them to? Who needs them? Who doesn't need them? That kind of thing. So I'm wondering if she needs to be moved towards something to focus her in a way.
And if she can't do a lot because she's, having a lot of serious arthritis issues, just getting her to little movements and getting her into some activities probably would be good. But I think too, just focusing on, and it is a project, focusing on what needs to get done would be a good idea as well. Now, on the bottom here with the bouquet and the stork, there's two things I could see here for her, that possibly a change of residence would bring her joy, would lift her spirits, or some change, because sometimes the stork is about a move. I'll say that. But the stork is also about new beginnings. So I think she needs to start something new, whether it's a new health program, whether it's something new in her life to just make her feel better. Sometimes, our arthritis pain gets worse if we're just sitting around and not doing anything. I mean, we've got to kind of do things to move ourselves a little bit, and also to mentally stimulate ourselves, because otherwise we're focusing so much on our pain. So I would think here, maybe there's also joy in finding some new doctors or healthcare practitioners that might be able to help her become more, more mobilized or dealing with her pain better.
The bouquet represents the idea of a gift, and it's influencing the stork, and I'm thinking it is a gift to her to be able to start something new, to sort of move on. And you didn't say exactly, or I don't recall if you did exactly when your father passed away. So I know that maybe that is more current than not. Or, some cultures take their time, to mourn that passing. But I think that this is saying she needs to make some of this decision herself. I mean, suggesting things for her to do is okay, but I think she needs to be possibly guided towards finding the solution herself. However that can happen, I don't know. But I do feel like it's a gift to her to be able to find that. It will sort of buoy her, will sort of give her purpose, which is what that card is talking about too.
I know this one was kind of vague. We might want to explore this further sometime,
Sure.
Rajaswari, but I would say that there is healing to be had through some new beginning or a change of some sort. She needs to change things up. It will bring her joy in order to do so. So I noticed you said something about negative energies in the house. Well, if she's unable to be on her own right now or move somewhere, what can you do to lighten those energies in your apartment? So start thinking about that. Start thinking about ways that you can, make her feel more comfortable there if that's the problem. Or if there is a way she can, live on her own, then that's the possibility as well. But she needs something to lift her spirits right now. I think it's her spirits that are sagging more than anything.
In many cultures, some colors have a particular significance towards inspiration. I would suggest that if you didn't want to smudge, you might also want to employ either white, orange, or yellow candles. They're all higher vibrations. Orange may have something more to do with healing because it kind of combines the redness of the vitality of the blood with the yellow of the spiritual. Burn them together, burn them separately, try to focus on, awakening, better things.
See, what I'm thinking here is that this idea of dwelling, sticking in the past memories, because maybe she realizes she's unable to move and do things on her own right now, and maybe it's making her feel stuck and stagnating, and so there's just got to be a way to make this environment more conducive for her. I really think that's what it is more than anything right now. And the Two of Wands is saying start strategizing with her. Maybe ask your mom more questions about what would you want? What would make you feel more comfortable? Are you happy with your doctors? Should we find someone else? Maybe look for other alternative treatments if what's happening right now is not working. But I don't see anything getting worse here for her.
Namaste.
So good luck with that.
Good wishes for both of you.
All right.
Dr. Victor.
Oh, Dr. V. What's CPU current actions and thoughts towards me? Okay.
Okay. You're welcome, Rajaswari. Yes.
I wish you luck.
Whatever it takes. Goodbye.
Reiki crystals. That sounds good. Take care. Oh, my turn. Sorry.
All right, so I'm going to use the Olympus Tarot for Dr. Victor. You're so very welcome.
You're very welcome, Rajaswari.
Best wishes.
I wish your mother well.
So we want to find out what CPU current actions or thoughts about Dr. Victor. Excuse me. And it is the...
It's a pentacle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Eight of Pentacles. Again.
The 8?
It says 8.
Okay. Did we have the 8? I don't even remember when. Okay. 8
Somewhere,
of Pentacles.
it was 8 of something else. 8 of Wands.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, get a good night's sleep, my dear. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles...
Take care.
I like this one. The Magician. Upright. These are both upright. This one is not.
Is it the 10?
No, it's the Ace of Wands. He's a Cyclops, but he's reversed.
He's reversed. Well, that's interesting.
And the lily of the valley. I just got to get it there. And the snake. Snaky snake. Okay. For as long as they stand.
You can go first this time.
All right, so 8 of Pentacles.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. It feels like they seem to have an idea about what they want to do here. They have a plan, or they feel they're working towards their goal. That goal may involve you, I guess. I don't remember if this is your current relationship or somebody you know that you're wondering about, but it feels like...
Or is it that job that you were...
No, they said it's a person's name.
It's person's.
Their
Okay.
abbreviation.
Okay.
I read it. So, their current actions, I think they're either hoping to plan to be more with you, or they have a plan that includes you in some way. I want to stop there before I go to the next one.
I want to see this one again. It's the Magician.
Yes, because it's kind of a big idea there.
Well, it seems to me they want to work with you on something, or, whether it's a relationship or something that you can do together, something you can build together.
Pentacles.
That's what it sounds like. And it seems like they are very interested in what you can provide for them. I will say that, one way or another, they're very interested in that. And the Magician here is indicating that they think you are kind of magic to them in a way. They sort of feel as if, you've got a lot of talent and ability and things going for you that really impresses them. They're impressed with your ability to get what you want in life.
Maybe they want you to be more assertive about whatever it is. Maybe they want you to be in charge of pulling a relationship together, or of forwarding one that exists, or of working on mutual partner goals, if that's what it is. But I think they want you to lead the charge. They sort of, like Banshee says, respect you as the person of prominence in some regard. And so I think it does play into the first card too, because I guess they figure, you're the one who has the ideas, or you're the one who has the abilities to bring something together. So they sort of want to defer to you for whatever this is about.
That's the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Is that
Wands.
what it was? Ace of Wands reversed.
Right.
It seems as though they're wondering
That's a weird one, eh?
Well, I think they're wondering if things had gotten off to a bad start, Maybe they want a reset of some sort here. I don't know if this makes sense to you at all, Dr. V, but it's almost as if they feel like disappointed with the pace of things too, that they were hoping things would move along a lot quicker.
Don't worry, we're going to get to those.
Yeah.
Because they may present something different there.
But I feel here that that's what this card is talking about, the Ace. There's either they're worried about the pace of things, or that things just got off to a bad start, and how can they resolve that?
It's almost like maybe they want you to be the magician that rescues the situation, because this is floundering to them maybe in some ways, or it just hasn't really taken off. It's not growing. Wands are growthful things. So that may be what this is about with that stuff. But let's take a look at the snake and the lily.
Well, they may not be all that innocent as they appear. That's the best way that I could say it. Sometimes the lilies can talk about growth, true, The lilies can talk about maturity level too, true.
But in this context.
But it can also talk about, what did I just say? The
Pureness.
fact that, right. You know, that their intentions may not be completely pure. I'd be careful about any, just watch your back on this person and make sure their intentions towards you are legitimate. That they're not just trying to get money from you or get you to do things for them and then they're gone.
Well, I almost wonder if that is maybe what's going on here, because we have that snake there. And I think that the lily does talk about maybe something growing, and we sort of see the hints of some of that there. The magician originates things, so that's growth. But then there's the snake. And maybe the snake, in my mind, could be saying that they're not exactly what they seem to be. They may have not necessarily really bad intentions, but intentions that you didn't quite understand, that maybe were not exactly what you thought you were agreeing to.
Well, and the other thing I could say here is, because you're asking about their intentions towards you, is that maybe they feel somewhat betrayed by you in some way, that things should have been moving along differently, faster, etc. Remember how I spoke here about a possibility that they're disappointed in the pace of things and whatnot?
They wanted you to work faster towards whatever this is about.
So they feel like maybe they've been deceived in some way, possibly too, if that more resonates with you, Dr. V?
But overall, the idea mostly seems to indicate that they mostly think it's up to you to create the energy that makes any change or takes it into any direction.
That is true. When he talks about the magician there, they may be waiting for you to wave a magic wand and make something happen. And, so maybe they're saying the ball is in your court.
I think we'll leave it at that.
That's what we have for you. Good luck.
Thanks,
with
Dr.
that.
Victor. That was an interesting read. All right.
Okay, we're on Aries the Aries. Why hasn't my summer's gone as planned? Oh no.
Oh, I have a lifetime of that to talk to
In
you
the
about.
last few years, the summer didn't go as
Summer
planned
never goes
either.
the way
My
I
friends
want.
are working 24/7 this summer and last summer.
I see.
Well, good luck, Dr. V. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
Okay, Aries, let's see. Why aren't your summers going well? All right, I'm going to grab my artsy one, Tarot de Hearts.
So, Mr. Maurice, a few moments back, asked about that pro deck you used, Colonnade, because one of the images did have a Halloween kind of look on it, but it's not really a Halloween-oriented deck, is it?
No, this is called the Raven's Dream Tarot, and she had a really interesting concept with this deck. And it's basically a raven has these dreams, and of course the dreams kind of tie into each tarot card. So when I read her book, I looked at her booklet that she accompanied the deck. Each card had a dream the raven was having that went into the interpretation of the cards. So it's really a fascinating deck, and the artwork is just stunning. So some of scary or otherly images that you might see there are relating to this raven's dream.
It did have a little bit of a Halloween edge, that last card, the orange.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. I liked it.
Well, I really love this deck. This is all based on an homage to the arts, and I really like it. A Guatemalan artist who just uses a lot of bold color. All right. And I did an unboxing video of this one recently. Look who came up again in this deck. First card.
The Magician.
The Magician is here.
It's upright.
The Queen of Cups is reversed. And the Seven of Wands is reversed. Interesting. Well, I have a story here, but I want to see those Lenormand.
The Mountain. And the Anchor.
Wow. I don't like that.
Yeah,
but,
the
you know,
Anchor.
it plays into what you were saying a little bit here, Ari. You know, that magician. You know, immediately as that card was drawn, I saw in my mind, you're the key here. You can create the happiness you desire and want in the summer. You know, if your friends are just too busy and not, you got to find it yourself. Maybe you got to increase your social circle. Maybe you have to do some things on your own, you know, to be happy. I know how it is sometimes, you know, we love to be with friends. We love to be with family, but you know, you can create your own fun. And the magician here says you certainly are capable of doing this. So you can kind of turn this around and find enjoyable things to do when people are just letting you down in this regard. Maybe the idea is you should not rely so much on the externals, but on yourself, because you have the power to make things better. Maybe you should, you know, try to muster up some money, even if it's small trips, Ari. Take trips places, go to museums, go to places you would love. What kind of cultural events and things would you love that you could afford? Some type of concerts, some type of outdoor fairs, whatever the case may be, find some activities and get out and do them. Stop with that one.
I don't want to beat up on you, but I do feel that the magician shows up because it says you're the one who needs to be in charge here. It was kind of like with the last reading for Dr. V. The idea is that there's no one else really that has exactly the kind of energies and orientation that you do for your goals, and that other people just, they're going to work on their goals. And, you know, some people just don't see things the way you see them. So I think it's just really about you figuring out all the talents you have and all the timing factors you have to kind of figure it out. You have to be that one.
And no, this isn't beat up on Ari, you know, session, but it is. I'm sorry. Because, you know, you asked why this is happening. So the cards are pointing to you, and they're also saying here, maybe you've got too much dependence on the people around you for your emotional happiness. You know, it's kind of like I hate to say it, it's kind of like a codependency card I see here when you're perfectly capable of creating your own happiness, you know. This is also saying, hey, you know, if people are letting you down again, this is a time for you to kind of not wallow in it, but find a way to work around it. And ultimately here with this card, which is also reversed, I'm sorry, is it not? 7 of Wands here. If you feel people are like only around when they want you, you know, in other words, they're kind of fair weather friends, then it's up to you to set some boundaries, to stand up for yourself and say, hey, you know, don't I matter? Don't the things I want to do matter? Where are you? So you might have to set some boundaries. You might have to stand up for yourself, but also maybe this ties back into the Magician card over here, because it's saying right now you're not feeling your power enough to stand alone. You know, you are relying too much on the others maybe for your entertainment, and your summer's not going as well as they could. With the mountains, unfortunately, and turned over here.
Anchor.
Oh, the anchor. Oh, God, it's the anchor. That's my problem here. It seems you're now of a mindset, because this has been happening to you over and over again, that you're stuck. That every summer is going to be a downer for you, and you're going to have nothing but obstacles in your path towards enjoyment. Well, the Magician says you're the one who could change that.
Well, what I feel with the Queen of Cups here is that maybe for some reason you have been thinking that your friends have let you down, or that you don't feel a strong enough emotional core to really enjoy yourself with them. And it may be, like you said, because they're just too busy for you this summer. And of course, it seems like it happens every summer or for a few of them. And I'm thinking the strength of an Aries, because I live with one, is that they pretty much are very self-directed and self-controlled and self-oriented. And I mean that in a good way, that sometimes, and you're still young, you're 19 or 20, you're going to realize at some point, maybe it's only another year or two, you are in control of your own happiness, etc. And so it could just be a matter of finding the friends that do have time for you. Okay, Jane, I'll call you next month. You're busy right now. And then you're like, but I know Bobby's not, so I'll call them. Whatever it is, that kind of example is just, you have to kind of put your best foot forward on your own. You are capable.
I also see these two cards going together as well, in that, you're allowing this disappointment with them to bring you down. Because isn't that what this card is all about? People trying to bring you down. But in this case, I think it's you, because you're being too dependent on them for your fun. And sometimes we have to create our own fun. And I gotta leave it at that. And hey, I have to tell you, Ari, you can't complain about negative cards in this reading. Why? Because your question was kind of negative. Why are my summers always a bummer? Why is this always happening? Instead of, what can I do to have a great summer instead and coach it differently? So I think the cards respond to that sometimes too, to be honest with you. So I didn't mean to be hard on you, but it's kind of where the cards led. Good luck with that.
Okay, so it's Gina or Kara, or it's Angel? Who is it?
It's Angel.
Angel wants an oracle.
Oh, you absolutely can, Angel. I think I'll do the liminal forest for you. If I can get the booklet out. There we go. I want you to know, there is one thing of MJ Coulinane's I'm not buying. She has a cute, it's very interesting, this crow oracle she created as wooden tiles, but I've decided there's only 12 of them, and for the price, I'm not going to do it. So that's one thing I'm not going to do. So I appreciate her work, and I think that oracle would be really interesting to me in some levels, but I thought, geez, I don't want to spend that on 12 tiles.
You're welcome, Ari.
So, hey, you're welcome, Ari.
Come on, Kara, cough it up. Isn't it my turn?
Ooh. But it was an oracle card he wanted.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I know, because it's a bird, and you thought it was my raven's dream.
I just thought it was my turn.
But it's the liminal forest, and you have the card of creativity. Isn't that a beautiful card? So gorgeous. Creativity. Wow. For some reason, I don't see creativity in here. It's possible I cannot. There it is. Couldn't get my pages apart. Creativity. Take inspiration from that quirky, imaginative bowerbird who uses creativity to attract a mate. You may need to infuse a distinctive personal flair to effectively capitalize on an opportunity. This unique imprint is more than just a signature. It reflects your inner vision and character. Your originality is a powerful instrument in this process, setting you apart in a sea of uniformity. It's not just about being different, but authentically expressing who you are. That's a real interesting point there. This creative expression lets you connect with others deeply, resonating with their needs, desires, and aspirations. This individualized approach isn't just about standing out for the sake of visibility. It's about adding value that intrinsically links your strengths and your perspectives. By leveraging your unique talents and insights, you create solutions and ideas that are not only innovative, but also deeply aligned with your personal ethos. This blend of authenticity and innovation is a key in a world where opportunities are often fleeting and competition is intense. It transforms your endeavors from mere attempts to seize a goal into powerful declarations of your individuality and your capabilities. By embracing and nurturing your creative spirit, you become nicely positioned when an opportunity arises. Your efforts are also instrumental in attracting and creating new possibilities. Now is the time to channel your inner bowerbird. Wow, that's a mouthful, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty fascinating stuff. At first I thought they were just, write, draw, whatever. It would be something like that. But no, this is about leaving your mark out there in, what did she call it? A sea of uniformity. That you have to stand out and use your creative talents, your abilities, whether this is at work or whether this is in your personal goals and projects, your tarot work online, whatever it is, your blogs, to stand out and rise up above others right now.
There's that washing machine again. What are you talking about, Violet? You mentioned it before. But yeah, Ari, I think when you're young, you do want to be around more people, and then you're my age, almost 69. People, I am quite secure being alone.
Well, maybe they're out there, Ari. You're just going to have to expand your social circle and find them. Join groups in the summer. If you like to read, join a reading group and just meet people. Do some activities that, you would want to do with other people. Maybe you will find them there. Somebody who's also looking for somebody to pair up with, team up with.
Angel, I wanted to say something.
What?
I don't have to prove that I'm creative. Talking Heads.
Oh my gosh, Talking Heads. I love it. Well, you don't have to prove it. You just have to be yourself. Because, of course, this card has been saying you are very authentic. You have a lot of talents and abilities. Now make them stand up and rise above the rest. So that's what we got for you. Interesting time. And I guess with the new semester starting or about to start, Angel, maybe there's a way that you can showcase some ideas or things that you have in regards to your work goes. So good luck with that.
All right.
I love this deck. I love that deck.
Okay, Gina, my question. Was the man who approached me while I was minding my own business in a grocery store married? I swear there's a neon sign on my back that says, "Married men this way." Oh, well, that almost sounds for a straight up yes or no. What do you think?
I think we should do 3 cards.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
We could always do the yes or no after. So I'm going to use my...
Oh, well, you know what? You want to know if he's married. No. Let's do the yes-no.
Let's do the yes. No.
We're going to do the yes-no.
Was the grocery store gross guy?
Yeah, she didn't say he was a gross guy.
Well, if he's hitting on people when he's married...
He may not be. Let's see
Okay.
what the cards say. I'm not jumping to conclusions yet. Well, I'm not sure that's going to be helpful or not, what I just pulled here with the Lenormand. We'll see. Wow, all
It's
becoming
leaning
clearer.
towards no.
But
Let's get to this. You only have one ace, so that means it's leaning towards no.
he's not
But-
married.
Was he the devil inside? The devil inside. Every single dude's got the devil inside. Okay. And then death reversed. Was he looking for a little death? Ooh. Sorry, that was kind of pithy, wasn't it?
That was really bad.
Yes, it was. Sorry. All right. He just couldn't resist that little doe he saw.
You might be right.
Wait, let me get this in there.
So that was the lady.
Oh no. Moon. Moon over Miami. Moon over Massachusetts. Ooh.
He might have been rather, physically, sexually attracted to you.
Yes, the handsome ones are always married, but then there's me.
I can't rule it out. The moon and the lady there is a double-edged thing to me. But since the cards are leaning towards no, I could say that he was very attracted and tempted by you. The moon and the woman there means that he would love to get a little romance going with you.
So yeah, I feel like he probably wasn't married. Probably not married.
Well, I'm going to go another way in a minute, but go ahead.
The devil could just be saying that he sort of has some depth there that's not necessarily the great depth. It's sort of like there's
More
some
physical.
issues.
There's a physical attraction.
Okay, I guess I could go with that. Death reversed.
Oh, I didn't tackle death reversed, but go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's probably he's a player, and relationships end up getting stagnant, and then he wants to move on because he just sort of wants the thrill. I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's an interesting take on that. I'm wondering too if it's just saying that his life right now has been kind of dull and lifeless, but it's because of his own self. It's really his own fault because he's unwilling to make some of the changes necessary in order to change and grow, to get something new in his life. This may be a feeble attempt to do that.
You guys are being nasty in the chat room. Stop
This
that.
may be a feeble attempt to do that, but when you look at that Lenormand too, I can't rule out here, okay, we did say he's not married, but I'm not going to rule out that he's not attached in some way. Like maybe there's a former spouse that's still in the picture, or maybe there's somebody that he's been living with or dating too as a possibility here. However, usually the moon is a pretty good card, and really the devil is a double-edged sword to me. It could just indicate a physical attraction, which is why I'm thinking maybe he definitely has the hots for you, and if nothing else, wanted something sexual going on. I don't know. That's sort of the way the cards are leaning right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe he thought you'd be easy. Oh my gosh!
Wanna
Wow.
go check out the stock and back?
Well, I don't know what to make of that, except to say, if you feel like he's worth checking out more, and you keep it on that level so you can get more of a feel for him, that wouldn't hurt. But I do think that, he may have some qualities here of maybe not so much being a stalker, but, dealing with more of his sexual components of a relationship over love. It seems like he's got a little lusty ideas in his heart right now. So, I think you should keep that in mind going forward.
Right.
So, that's the best I can say. I don't think he's married. but I can't rule out that there may not be someone in his life besides, him going after you there.
Yeah, I think that's right. He is some sort of player.
Yeah. Not be well, hey, you should have thanked him for the heads up. And, that was good to know. So if he's there at 8:30 on Saturday, maybe you should be at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. I don't know. But anyway, definitely not at that time. Wow, interesting reading here. I'm not sure. That devil, I kept looking over there and I'm like, is that the devil card? Is that really the devil card? Oh my God.
And let's focus one more time on the devil. Devil inside, devil inside.
He just wants to sing it again.
Every single man's got the devil inside. It's men.
Where's that thing? There it is.
Try the upside down
Okay.
one. Maybe that'll work better.
Well, we say down to stalkers.
Oh, well.
Well, good luck with that, Gina. That's funny. I mean, gosh, grocery stores. I know people have met in grocery stores. It's not impossible to meet somebody nice in a grocery store.
I'm thinking of this, metaphor about, meat, like top choice filet mignon, or what's that steak that looks all battered? What do they call that? Chopstick?
Oh,
No.
God, no, it's not that. I can't think of it right now.
It was funny.
Yeah. But anyway, Kara's up. Kara wants to know what
Right.
Odin has for her. And it's your deck because I used
No,
it. Oh, you're right. It is finally my deck again. So back to this one. Meat market.
I know.
Well, I would prefer a grocery store encounter meeting over, maybe a bar, because bar you get really all kinds of
You know
people
what's going
at.
on, right?
Yeah. But that's just me.
Could I have the Lenormand, please?
Oh,
Ambling along here. So, let us know if you like this arrangement, no extra camera, just right here. We might try this again.
we might do it downstairs though, because there's no Sunny up here, and we know everybody wants to see a little bit of Sunny. I don't like it up here because it's too warm in the summer. I can only do so much of this. Thankfully, summer's almost over. Maybe in the fall.
But what if people want to see the moon? Or a moon? No, I'm not doing that.
Whatever are you talking about? Oh,
See
the sun
Sunny,
and the
see
moon.
the moon.
Oh. It's hard for me to, wrap my head around
Thank you.
the many things that Mr. O says.
Well,
Yeah, see, do miss Sunny. See? Yeah.
why? He just lays there and lays over your arm.
He's
And
great eye candy. Okay, what does Odin have for you? Wow, hey, Kara. Odin says, just enjoy yourself
What is
right
that
now.
card?
It's the Three of Cups.
Thank you.
The
Upright.
Three of Cups upright. Party hardy. You earned some time off, Odin says. You earned some time to celebrate and enjoy life a little bit.
I don't know if it's like singing in Valhalla or something like that, but maybe Odin is saying he does want you to be happy. Maybe he realizes that some of the questions of the last few weeks have kind of been resolved to some degree.
Take care, Gina.
Bye, Gina. Thanks always. So I think that's what Odin has for you, is he wants you to enjoy yourself. He wants you to also maybe commune with people who are of the same mindset as you, i.e. your friends.
Right. That's the other part of this, I think. He wants you to be around people who are supportive of you, too. You know, whatever friends have your back right now, or just that you know you're going to have good conversation with or good times with if you're, say, meeting them at a coffee shop or whatever. This is what he wants. He wants you to just enjoy the company of supportive people and to just, you know, celebrate yourself if you can't get a hold of anybody right now.
Why is it important?
Why is it important? Look at that. Oh, I love this card. This would be a great card for the
Is
Olympics.
It 8 again?
It is. It's the Eight of Pentacles.
Third time tonight.
You know, it's funny you're getting this card in this reading where I just told you to have a good time. Well, maybe he feels you have to work at that. Maybe he feels like, you know, for you, you're so bent on, you know, maybe other things that you're not giving this enough effort, getting together and celebrating with others at this time. But what I really feel about this card is that he feels, because you have been working hard on yourself, and you have been working maybe on some goals or some studies and stuff, and you need some downtime. We all need downtime. So that's why I think that card is there.
I'm going to go differently.
I knew you would.
Okay, I think he wants you to party or meet your tribe because you're going to all be working together.
Oh, sneaky.
There's something Odin wants that is important, and you'll have to work with other people. It could be an actual tangible thing, but it's more likely something to do with a gestalt between minds, a meeting of minds, maybe a formation. Maybe you're going to form an astral coven of some sort. I don't know. But
well, I like that.
It's coming together with people who you like and who can work with you.
People you like, people who are supportive and have mutual goals so that you can work together. That could very well be it. He might have nailed this one, Mr.
He wants
O.
you to be part of a new Legion of Valkyrie.
Yeah, maybe he wants you to join some sort of group that's like-minded. Where is this heading? Oh, no!
Oh, I know what that one is.
Oh, my gosh. Spin it, Mr. O.
Genius.
You took us on this cooperative bend, so let's see.
Release yourself.
It's a Ten of Swords.
Join the Valkyrie. Release yourself. No, it doesn't mean that.
Well, maybe what this is about is you need to, like I said, find supportive people who will work with you on your projects, because otherwise, you know, it will lead to betrayal. That's the best way I can read that here. It's really bizarre. Maybe he also feels that you are sabotaging yourself by thinking you can do everything yourself, or that you're better off being a lone wolf here. You know, maybe this is a time he wants to see you engage with others as opposed to not. I still feel somehow that these are too positive to line up with this 10 here. And so that's why I'm going that way with it. But well,
is it possible that what Odin has for you is being with like-minded people and working across the continuum of death, being a death midwife? And we learned a little bit about that at Convocation. We were in a couple of workshops where they talked about dead midwifery, people who help people face their mortality. Oh, it's on my finger. Or, you know, something similar to that. Maybe this is about, you know, you having a deeper relationship with the cycle of life and death.
Well, I never look at that card as death card, but
true,
it certainly looks like one. I mean, I would say that.
Then my only other idea is this card is saying you and your new band of Valkyrie need to go out and stab them all, slay them all.
What do you got with the Lenormand? Because it may focus
I know, I'm
me.
really...
Oh.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's the anchor. I thought it was the mice.
It's the gentleman. The gentleman. He's done. I don't know why I let you do that. I told you this wouldn't work.
They're coming up a lot lately. Yeah, if we do this again, we have to find a better way to. I mean, I could use cards again.
Yeah, we'll use
But
cards.
I don't want to keep lugging things up and down the stairs, so.
Oh, well.
Well, not going to do it. So.
We'll stay up here then.
No. I think we're going to do the show in separate rooms. Can we have a
Yes.
double camera going? Can you tie my computer into this somehow?
I think the better way would be you do Thursdays, I'll do Sundays, or vice versa.
Wow. Well, at any rate, it looks like the anchor and the gentleman. This is somebody who, whether it's a man or a woman, it seems like there is going to be one key person here that you can trust and rely on, that's very stable, that is a very balancing influence, that is something that can, weather any storm like a 10 of, you know what. The 10 of Swords. So maybe that's...
Well, maybe you're partying and you're working with a group of people because it's going to help you face the fact that there is going to be some kind of disruption to this, and you will get out of it. But this camaraderie is going to be what you need them around you, because otherwise you're totally alone when this happens.
Boy, we've had some rather contrary cards tonight, and we've been able to work through most of them. This one's a hard one, Kara.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that I still feel this is positive. This is really positive.
Sure.
It may be that there may be outside influences that are going to try to undermine this working group. It may be, you have to be careful who you allow in to this group, because that's where things are headed, that somebody might try to upset this working arrangement for some reason. And with those Lenormand, again, I feel like there is somebody here who will have your back and not stab it. There is somebody here who is really going to be a stabilizing influence that might help the group survive this. That's what I really think.
He has antlers, and I'm thinking like maybe this is somebody who has a bit more Odin energy that you're going to come across in this group, and that maybe this presents, a focus for the group or for its actions.
Tough one to read.
I know.
But I wish you luck with that. I just have a feeling that you should take a chance and join up with people of like mind. It would serve you well. And I think that also maybe it'll provide some stability for you. That anchor is a real positive here. In that this might indicate that no matter what storms this group face, they're going to weather it. They're stable enough to weather it. So good luck with that.
All right. I can't believe it.
Are we on Violet?
We're on Violet.
Well, it's 8:30. We can stretch the readings out. So, it'll be your deck?
Cosmic Guardian Angel. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go back to the Tarot of the Animal Lords for that.
Okay. Cosmic Guardian Angel. Yeah, well, it's been a weird day here. But nothing like yours. Nothing like yours.
Should I do that the same way, the 1, 2, 3 then?
Yes, correct. But I might give you the Lenormand. Well, no, we'll wait till the end.
We'll do it.
We'll wait till the end for the Lenormand. I don't wanna... I'll mix that up. Whoa. Except one went in my hand, so... Go on.
9 of Swords upright.
Oh, wow. Stress and anxiety, eh? There it is.
Well, and to some degree, of course, the 9 of Swords talks about the things that we take on that we don't necessarily have to. You're a good friend, you're a good person, maybe, but maybe the anxieties you feel don't totally belong with you. Maybe you're overthinking or over-empathizing with somebody else, and maybe you need to find a sense of a boundary where you can say, I'm really sorry about that, but I got my own stuff.
Well, so what is the message? The message is right now that you're undergoing some stress and anxiety. Don't blow things up worse than they are. In other words, I think the guardian angel is trying to say here that, you might be feeling very emotional about this right now, and you might be making this a little bigger than it is. Take a deep breath and try to, put your anxieties and stress in perspective here. And realize that, maybe this will pass. Maybe, depending on the cards we pull next, it's not as bad as it seems.
So why is this important?
It probably does.
Two of Cups upright. Because you're gonna find the sweet spot. You're not alone. You have someone that you can harmonize with, that you can trust and work with.
Could very well be your guardian angel saying, hey, I'm here for you through this. I'm definitely with you. Don't stress this stuff too much.
Isn't it pretty?
I also think it could be, your husband, and, that they're there for you through this time. And maybe it also is a good sign if it is about today's stuff, Violet. She had some water stuff in her home, so that's part of it. I didn't cue him in on your message earlier.
Clueless.
And so I think here maybe management. You might be able to partner up with management to get things right. So maybe that's the positive.
Right, because this is about partnering.
And cooperation.
And trusting.
So where is it headed? No.
It's the reversed Five of Pentacles.
Oh, it's reversed.
Yes. And so this means solutions will be found. A way will be found to bring you back into a circle of light or a circle of good. Sorry.
There will be recovery.
Recovery,
Things will
yes.
go back to normal. There will be a recovery. Just hang in there. I think help is on the way. That's another thing about that Five of Pentacles reversed, is that help is on the way. And you knew who to call when you needed to. And so I think things are going to turn out okay. Narrowly dodged that bullet. Yes, indeedy. Actually, I think this, you know what? I think this was first.
And we're back with the lily. The lily of the valley. And the stork. So clearly
things are going to change for the better. And it might be a little bit more long term. I think the lily here, though, going before the stork, might be saying here, just realize that long term, that things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. There's something, it'll be like a new start or a fresh beginning. You will feel like things will lighten up once this is taken care of. So hopefully it's not a trend. It's just something that went wrong in life. And I think your guardian angel definitely does not want you to stress it too much. Don't lose sleep over this. Don't make it bigger than it is. If you realize that there are people will partner with you to fix the situation or to make things better if you've been feeling bad.
Well, it feels like something new has to happen, a new project. So like maybe they need to resolve the situation in a new way. So for example, an extreme case would be, we're just going to move you into a new apartment, but maybe it's something else. Maybe, and I don't know your layout or your logistics, maybe there's something else going on there. Maybe it's something that has to evolve, though.
Is there any ceiling or floor damage or something that they may have to replace for you? So I think that might be
Things
part
like
of,
that, yeah.
That could be the new situation too, I guess. I hadn't thought of that.
I know, but something new may happen that would really be a good thing. So maybe they're going to replace things that were damaged or repair things that need to be in, and they'll be new or they'll be better.
Well, one way or another, whether
No, I don't want you to move if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you don't want that. But I'm just saying, I think that maybe, if they got to replace a little carpeting or floor, that's not going to hurt you. But if there's a serious problem addressed with either if it's an apartment above or the roof or whatever the case may be, that might precipitate some more intensive kind of changes. So hopefully it's not that, because I'm not seeing it here. Because with the 9 upright, it's not really telling us,
Okay.
it's not really telling us, it's telling us you're worried. It's not really telling us that things are going to get bad. And it is saying here that you have people who will help you work things out for the better.
All right.
Hey, good luck with that. All right. Yeah, whew. With that 5 of Pentacles, I'll tell you. I'm like, no.
I know, like, no!
Well, you know, what can I say during a Mercury retrograde? And why am I not surprised you had that problem? Didn't we have the leaky garage problem start during one of the retrogrades too, I believe? Remember? When, yeah. So, and then
You're
we have
welcome.
to... So I'm just saying, this Mercury, this one, is really a bad one. I don't know. I've never experienced one where we have all these health issues going on too. And even today I have a finger that is suddenly failing on me and I don't know why. In a lot of pain.
Mercury is in Leo, or did it start in Leo, the retrograde? Is it in Virgo?
Oh, it moved into Leo again this week.
From where?
Good question. I'm not
From
sure.
the sign before or the sign after?
I'm not sure.
Because if Mercury was in Virgo, that would sort of add to the idea about health things.
It may have moved yesterday or it's about to move. It's one or the other. It's coming. If it hasn't
So
happened.
that's our show, and as you can see, we will be back on Thursday. No,
What?
this is Thursday. We'll be back on Sunday.
I'm not the only one losing my marbles here. We'll be back at happy hour and at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly.
So join us for a positive message from Spirit. Maybe, since we're dealing with one deck, I might let Mr. O do it up here, but we'll have to keep the door open and let the cats in. And it's going to be cooler Saturday. Sunday, we'll be on 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
But don't
Then
forget to
for
watch
any
Banshee's
questions.
Material Matters
Woo!
first.
That will be at its usual time. So that's it. That's it for tonight.
And just as a
Yeah.
heads up, we are close to the next sun's movement into a new
That's
sign.
right.
It'll probably be in the next 3-4 days. The sun will move into Virgo. And so that means that there will be a...
Monthly.
I don't know if it'll be at Monday at 3 o'clock, but that's the old one.
It'll be a monthly modality message coming out, coming through. Yeah, the problem with those things is you gotta change them.
I know. Well,
All right.
just thought I'd give you the heads up. Have a great night, everyone. That's right,
We're
Carol.
just babbling here. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you soon, we hope. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.